Okay, so in this video, we talk all about the trigonometric substitutions. So the substitution consists of changing the variable or function. When a square root of e squared minus u squared, so let u is equals to e sine e. Okay, then another is the square root of e squared plus u squared. So let u is equals to e tan e. Okay, so another is the square root of u squared minus e squared. Then let u is equals to a secant a. Okay. So when you substitute this value of u or the equivalent of u in this different type of the trigonometric substitutions from the square root of e squared minus u squared, and then again we substitute this the equivalent of u, which is, for example, u is equals to e sine e. Okay, so in this case we have the e cos sine e. Okay, when you substitute the u is equals to e tan e here, that is the result of e secant e. When you substitute the u is equals to e secant e, and that is the equivalent of e tan e. So for example, in this the problem given, number 1, so what is the integral of x cubed dx, the square root of 1 minus x squared. So we all know that we can use this the square root of e squared minus u squared. Okay, so let's say the denominator, which is the square root of 1 minus x squared. Okay, so take note that a is the constant and u is the independent variable. Okay, so let's say here that is u is sine a. Okay, so in this case we have the variable of x, that is equivalent to e then sine e. So the derivative of x, that is dx, and that is equals to the derivative of e sine e, that is e cosine e de. So where the equivalent of x, that is e sine e, or multiply by 3. Okay, so over. So take note that, so we have here the square root of e squared minus u squared, and that is equivalent of a cosine a. In this case, right? So the square root of 1 minus x squared, and that is equivalent of a cosine a. So we can write here, and then the dx, that is the equivalent of which is a cosine a, then dA. Now cancel this, a cosine a, e cube, then sine cube a, then dA. So in the integral of sine cube a dE. Okay, so next is we can expand the sine cube a, sine squared a, okay, times sine a. Okay, we all know that when you multiply the sine squared a and sine a, that is equivalent of sine cube a. In this case, sine squared a, so take note that sine squared a plus cosine squared a, that is equivalent to 1, and our trigonometric identities, this is e cube. We have, when you transpose this, it becomes a 1 minus cosine squared e. So we have 1 minus cosine, then sine a, okay, then dA. E cube, the integral of the sine a dA, then minus the integral of cosine squared a sine a, then dA. A cube, the integral of sine a dA, that is equivalent to negative cosine a. Okay, And what is the integral of cosine squared A? Sine A. So let's say u here, cosine A. Okay, du here, that is equivalent to negative sine A, then dA. The integral of, we have u here squared, then sine A, dE here, that is the equivalent to du over negative sine A. You can now cancel sine A. Integral of negative u squared du. U cube over 3. Negative times negative, that is positive. So this is plus. Yes, cosine cube A over 3. Substitute the value of cosine A. Where cosine A here, that is equivalent to, or the square root of 1 minus x squared over A cube negative square root of 1 minus x squared over A plus square root of 1 minus x squared of our 3 over 3. Okay. Where E here, that is equivalent to 1 also. So we can now finalize our answer. This is 1. So we have a negative square root of 1 minus x squared plus 1/3 quantity of the square root 1 minus x squared to the power 3, then plus c. So that is the final answer.